Tap that subscribe button. Be sure to click the bell icon to get notifications for whenever I upload. Now let's get on to the video. Man, I am so happy to be back. Welcome back to the ZSA. This is my first recording back since my technical difficulties, all the nonsense. I'm back on the YouTube though, and we're a few subs away from 300. Tell a friend, subscribe, like the videos. That'll help other people see them as well who may be interested in the content. But whatever. Let's get into the ZNBA. I have messed up the sneaker timeline because I'm now remembering once I was going to pick up a pair, like the last pair. I think they were the Olympic LeBron 10s. And I think the Kobe 9s were just coming out, or the Kobe 8s were coming. Not coming out, but were the pair alongside the Olympic LeBron 10s. I think these were like the second or third LeBron 10s to release. And like the last Kobe 8s. Try to remember the sneaker timeline. But I was there to go get the Olympic gold medal KD 4s, which I did not get that night. They sold out. That was the first time I ever camped out for sneakers. But with that story told, let's put Kobe in his 2s anyway. Kobe, KD, people who have sneakers that I'm like super aware of. I put Shaq in his Shaqnosis. Like, I'm a sneaker guy. That's part of why I love basketball so much. And Kobe is technically the best player in the league by overall. Steve Nash, who has gone from his 1-year rental in Toronto via trade, his second highest points per game in his career. He is now in Sacramento. He signed a free agent contract to play alongside Yao Ming. Allen Iverson, who did the same, has joined Tim Duncan in Phoenix. We had a crazy free agency in the last video, which was LeBron's rookie year. Crazy trades were made as well. If you did not watch that video, please check out the playlist. Please watch the entire maturation of the ZNBA so you understand that this is the best player in the world right here. Where is he? Ray Allen. Ray Allen is coming off of averaging 40 in the playoffs. 30 points per game last season, a career high in his age 28 season. And if you look at his accolades, we started this in the 80s, so there's no Michael Jordan of note that did the things he did, and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson did not win as many titles as they won in real life. This is the GOAT. If you've moved past the Kareems and Bill Russells of it all. 6-time champion in Ray Allen. This Utah Jazz team has won I believe 7 or 8 straight Western Conferences. 2 MVPs, 2 final MVPs, 1 in '98, 1 in '04. 5-time All-Star, 2-time first-team All-NBA. This might be the GOAT. He averaged 40 last playoffs. But I'm on Cleveland because we're in LeBron's second year. 19-year-old LeBron James is the best player on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this is a much better Cavaliers team, in my personal opinion, than the Cavaliers teams he had early in his career. It's going to be interesting to see how they build around the young LeBron James, who played a lot of power forward last season. But with that said, this is the more interesting team as well because we got a young Christopher Emmanuel Paul, in the NBA much earlier than he was expected, joining LeBron in his high school class, declaring for the NBA. Him and Dwayne Wade in Miami, alongside free agent signee Ben Wallace and Chris Bosh. Miami has a ready-to-rumble now starting lineup, very young. And rookies Sean Livingston and J.R. Smith off the bench will be asked probably to contribute right away. They're not the only interesting young team, though, or team in general, where Kwame Brown is the center on this Utah Jazz team. I also have to mention his career has gone much different, coming over in Utah a few years into his career and getting drafted to Utah late in the first round and just it working for him. He's slowly played more minutes, worked his way into the lineups, and he may be ready to become a contributing starting center now in this NBA. Yeah, Steve Nash signing has this Kings team with Joe Johnson, Yao Ming, and Carlos Boozer looking like a title contender. Got to beat Utah, though. The Lakers are just disappointed. Dirk and Baron Davis and these guys have not really done much. I think Andre Miller moved on. Andre Miller was on this team. The rookie Dwight Howard out of high school being drafted to the Big Apple alongside young Tony Parker, Karolinko. This New York Knicks team should be super defensive. They should be able to guard. I'm excited to see Kevin Garnett is now desolate in Minnesota. It's his team. Everyone has left him, including Tracy McGrady and Allen Iverson. Jamal Crawford is his only co-star. Corey Maggette. But I mean, maybe this will be good for the young Kevin Garnett. He's never had his own team. Gilbert Arenas and the Rockets are primed and ready for a run. Maybe they need a younger big man than Mirasan, but they do got a big body down there. Spurs are always good in this association. I'm excited to see how the dynamic between Allen Iverson and Tim Duncan, Paul Pierce, and Lamar Odom are solid in the West. They always make the playoffs. T-Mac was the new acquisition out here for the Timberwolves, who acquired Emeka Okafor via trade, I imagine. Because Emeka Okafor was in the last video, I believe, drafted the Bobcats. They must have moved on from him. We do also have the Charlotte Bobcats in our NBA. They're going to rock Mehmet Okur and Devin Harris. I mean, Devin Harris is a solid point guard. I'm interested, we now also have 30 teams in the league. That's very fun. But let's kick off this NBA season. Let's get into this ANBA. We don't have too much time to waste. I want this video to be like 4 hours. Rockets, Raptors to start the season. I am not going to watch Kevin Garnett first option hoops against Amari Stoudemire. Good luck. I think this Rocket team, especially with a young Josh Childress, will put belt to ass. Jazz Trailblazers. The Jazz coming off of another title there in Utah. It's a solid Trailblazer squad. Young, but solid around Antoine Walker. You know what? I'm going to see Kwame Brown's first game really starting at center. Why not? And these are our reigning champion Utah Jazz.
The regular season is set to begin.
I know I hopped into too many games last video, but we're getting a more modern NBA. How much more do you guys want to see?
In this game, we'll see the
Wemby will be here not too long from now. We're 15, 20 years from Wemby. There's Cash Nasty, the dynasty coach of the Utah Jazz. Shout out to Cash Nasty.
It is a thrill to be here for what should be an exciting opening night game. Greg, are you feeling any first game jitters?
Okay, McDyess to Chucky Atkins. I'm going to bring it up. The veteran guard. I imagine we see a lot of Ray Allen. McDyess with the post up early on Antoine. Try to get him in foul trouble. He's got it though. Give it to Jameer. Shot Lou, nope. Shot Lewis going to set the screen there. Ozzie Muhammad down low. Good defense and rebound for Kwame Brown.
Allen passes to Atkins. Nelson with the steal.
Jameer, good defense.
And now the fast break. Nelson with the ball. And here's Walker.
Okay, down to Chucky. Or down to Chucky. Yeah, down to Antoine Daniel. Antoine Walker, my bad. Who gets the buck? Scores quickly on McDyess.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to McDyess.
Ray Allen going at Kevin Martin. Can't finish. Muhammad with the rebound.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up.
Kevin Martin, good dribbles. Going up with the reigning MVP. Good defense rebound by McDyess.
Doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
Steps back and shoots. Okay. Kevin Martin with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jameer Nelson, screen from Nazi.
Nelson outside.
Antoine Walker, 3-ball.
Utah with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland.
Robert Horry.
Although They were the better team last year.
Chucky Atkins spin move right into the leg of Jameer Nelson, just getting them a couple steals off the rip. Antoine Walker, mid-range good, go up 4.
To this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Here's Atkins. Portland
Chucky Atkins, Ray Allen, wide open mid-range bucket. Oh, no, in and out. Hey, MVP starting off slow, guys. Jameer Nelson, 3, in and out. Oh, blocked by Ray Allen. Okay.
Excellent defense that time from Allen. Staying connected. Surprising length.
It's different when you Jesus Shuttlesworth. He's not getting any buckets, though, in his Portland defense.
Nelson left side.
Jameer Nelson, 3-ball, in and out. Good rebound by Kwame. Gets up to Robert Horry.
Rough start for them. Horry passes to Atkins. Here's McDyess. Shoots over Walker. McDyess can't hit.
Oh, just outworked by Nazir Muhammad, though, is Kwame Brown for that board.
To Nelson. Outside, Walker. Back to Nelson. Some nice ball movement here.
Oh, stolen by McDyess.
Allen passes to Atkins.
Chucky Atkins, okay. Not as many post touches as we saw early in this sim. We're getting more pick and rolls, so more turnovers. Utah not running good, though. And Utah may be sim made. They may be simulation great. Even though they've won like 7, 8 straight Western Conferences, they don't seem to play as great on screen right now. Now that they moved to Kwame Brown at center. Robert Horry in the starting lineup. Like, this is their typical kind of setup. Oh, Kevin Martin missed 3. Oh, good layup. Okay, there's the first bucket. I'm getting out of here. Good assist for Ray Allen. I mean, Ray Allen was getting like triple doubles. So, I do understand he's a very versatile player. But, like, yeah, they were not playing so well earlier that they would just blow this team out. But I guess their defense is good enough. And then their offense is also good. Kevin Martin, 25. Is this his debut? Yeah, first game ever for rookie Kevin Martin, and he scores 25. Good for him. 19 and 10 for Antoine Walker. 12 and 8 for Kyle Korver. Antonio McDyess gave him 24 and 11. Not the best game for Ray Allen. He just made all his free throws because he don't miss free throws, really. He's a great shooter. Oh, and Hank Gathers off the bench, the former MVP, the traitor, the Kevin Durant of this timeline, who was like a 2-time or one. He was a great player in Minnesota. Yeah, I think he won 2 MVPs in Minnesota in 97 and 98, and then he came over to Utah and has won multiple championships in Utah. It's been sick to watch. But if you don't know the story of Hank Gathers, you should look into that as well. This series and this, My Eras has helped me learn a little bit more about him. Rest in peace. He was someone who had a tragic accident on the basketball court. Or just health condition that occurred on national television on the basketball court. But with that said, Utah's still great. Oh, and they acquired Donnell Marshall, who played 20 minutes for him. Played more than Hank Gathers, which is kind of crazy to me. But I don't know. He's getting older. And they were willing to trade him. Like, there were multiple times I was looking at deals to be made in the offseason. Or not offseason, but in the season. And they were willing to move Hank Gathers, who was like an MVP who chose to sign in free agency to Utah. That's not realistic. This Warriors team is interesting. But Chicago should beat them. Chris Mims is starting at center for them at this point. Wow. We're not hopping in. Good luck, Chicago. Charlotte Bobcats, first game in their history against the #1 overall pick. Yeah, we gotta hop in. This is the debut of the 30th NBA team, the most recent team added to the association in Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, with Dwight Howard, the rookie, 18-year-old rookie out of high school, making his debut alongside Andre Kirilenko and Tony Parker. I mean, this is next level hoops. This is exciting.
So much excitement, Clark, surrounding a season opener.
This is not a 18-year-old Dwight Howard, but I mean, can't expect my ears to be perfect.
How could they not? I mean, they've been waiting for this moment all season.
Good screen.
So I'm sure It's tough to keep those
Turnover
emotions
early
in
for the
check,
Knicks.
but you got to make the butterflies fly in formation, man.
Down low.
Steven Jackson assists to the Devin Harris to the Devin Harris. Down low, Devin Harris already getting a quick bucket. First points in Charlotte Hornet history. Charlotte Bobcat history. Eventually Charlotte Hornets. They'll get there. Mid-range Tony Parker. Dwight Howard gets an assist. His first NBA stat. Quick bucket for Tony Parker.
Here's the Bobcats with the ball. And this matchup with the Knicks, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season.
Steven Jackson out on the perimeter against Karolinko there. Gonna be a tough. Oh, he just. Oh my bad, he was running right back Karolinko. Karolinko was supposed to be a good defender. Never mind. He held you down. When you hold you down, he's supposed to drown.
New York with the ball.
Tony Parker bringing the ball up. Okay, slip screen by the center. Down low to him. Passes it back out to the point guard. Gets it to Ben Gordon for three. Bang, bang. Hey, this Knicks team, not bad. I mean, they're obviously facing the newest team in the league, an expansion team. But would Michael Jordan in this universe own the Bobcats? Does he have enough money? He wasn't that good, and he just disappeared. Maybe, you know what, we're going to pretend his gambling in this universe went super well for him. And, yeah, he just owns the Bobcats still. Because, nah, that's crazy. So I'll put Steven Jackson and some Jordans, maybe. Tony Parker can't get it to go. Devin Harris brings it up. Also crazy to not have a young Devin Harris. Super bald spot in what is probably his rookie season. Steven Jackson screen. Good defense by the young rookie Dwight Howard.
Tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Back to Parker.
Also, like, body-wise, too, this is not young Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was huge, brother. Dwight Howard, and I say brother because I'm going into, like, wrestling mode, because Dwight Howard used to look like a professional wrestler on the basketball court. We're like, oh, my God. Just didn't look human. One of my favorite defenders to watch in my lifetime. Prime Dwight Howard in Orlando, just volleyball spiking shots, jumping just vertical, and like he's eye level with the ball, and like he could catch it. He's still just deciding to throw it out of bounds just to demoralize the other team. Ooh, Tony Parker with the up fakes. Gets him. Gets a bucket. Okay, we're getting out of here. Tony and Dwight will win this game against the expansion Bobcats, but it should be a good game. It's close in the fourth. We'll hop back in. 3-minute mark for us. Oh, no, the Bobcats running away with it. My apologies, Steven Jackson. Trajan Langdon, Devin Harris, Steven Jackson with a triple-double, winning the first game in Bobcats history. My apologies. Tony Parker had 21. Dwight had 16, 8, and 3. Good games. Good game, but in the world's most famous arena, the Knicks fall in the first game in Bobcat history. Grizzlies Spurs, Rookie of the Year, Chris Kaman, Damon Stoudemire, longtime Grizzly, has moved with this team from Vancouver to Memphis, going up against, same with Keith Van Horn and Adrian Griffin, going up against the Spurs. We're not interested in this, I'm sorry. I do like that the Grizzlies are basically their modern logo and stuff like that already, though. 76ers, Chris Webber's longtime team against Jason Kidd and Vin Baker. We're good. The Celtics, Kobe Bean, which this is like 2004 or 5. I don't think Kobe was that bald in 04 or 5. I don't know if he was losing his hair that quick. Going up against this super young Miami team. As a Heat fan, we're hopping, and I want to see Kobe. I want to see Ben Wallace now added to this Heat team, led by Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Rasul Butler at that power forward spot.
Here at the American Airlines Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and giving us the rundown from the
Jamal Mashburn off the bench for the Celtics. Oh no, still starting. My bad. At small forward, Josh Smith starting as well. Maybe the debut of Josh Smith for the Celtics.
Now here's Paul.
Didn't peep him in the starting line. One of my favorite players as well.
Clark, opening day in the NBA. Nothing could be better. Did you ever get opening day jitters?
Yeah, I did. I mean, the butterfly.
Now Wade has to take it through.
It's a good thing.
Kobe clamping that.
For me was to breathe deeply, get that first sweat going, and then
Mashburn taking his ISO carefully on Butler, but 3 seconds called on Camby. Inbound to Wade. ISO on Kobe. That's not smart. Oh, Wade passed down to Wallace. Big dunk on Camby.
Hard and strong for the throwdown. Major athleticism.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the head coach for the Heat. Coach and I talked about the
Mashburn guarded by Butler. Double coming.
He told me Kobe is smart. He's going
Kobe coming. Yeah, doubling off from Kobe. It's crazy. Armstrong spin move on Paul. Ben Wallace affects the shot of Camby. Chris Paul brings it up.
Now here's Paul. After the miss from Marcus.
Chris Paul 3-ball. In and out. Kobe and his twos bringing it up. Back Chris Paul on him. Double comes immediately.
Here's Mashburn.
Camby can't shoot that three, so great double. Kobe another post up though. Hook over Chris Paul. No good. Good rebound. Ben Wallace.
Very often, plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Ben Wallace on the perimeter. Bosh with the catch. Down to Dwayne Wade. Gets doubled. Chris Paul for three. In there.
And I love the timing Paul has, both shooting and passing the ball.
Oh, this Heat team starting to gel. Screen. Chris Paul navigating well on Armstrong.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Just 5 to shoot. Bryant finds Smith. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's
Armstrong defended well by Paul. Rebound Bosh. Up to Butler.
Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with him.
I think Bosh is the one who's suffering the most from post fade. Wade no good. Being on this team with so many guys who kind of want the ball. Oh, good bucket, Josh Smith getting the first Celtics bucket.
To make the pass there.
Young player against young player.
Bringing it up for the Miami Heat. Here match up against Boston.
Way out on the perimeter now.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year
Screen
ago.
from Wallace. Great screen. Chris Paul in the corner. Good.
They expect to beat. Great teams take care of business against the bottom feeders. We'll see if they can handle that end of the bargain here tonight.
And here is Bryant following the three.
We'll go to like the 4-minute mark. I'm sorry. I'm invested. Chris Paul's knocking it. Oh, wait. Kobe. Step back.
Against Bryant.
Screen from Josh Smith. Good screen. Kobe 3-ball. In and out. Oh, and Paul goes down. That's not good. Paul tweaks his ankle. In game 1. That's why you were supposed to draft LeBron James #1 overall. TJ Ford now at point guard, I believe. Should see some more Bosh now, I imagine. Yep, Bosh getting a post touch. Not a great matchup for Bosh. I'm intimidated. Yeah, now this is a Kobe game, depending on if Wade and Bosh can fight him off. And they can. Oh, Paul returns as well. Plays 27 minutes with the hurt ankle. 26 points, 6 assists, 2 steals. Wade, though, 22, 8, 10, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Bosch with 23 and 10. Ben Wallace 13 and 15. The young guys getting it done alongside the free agent signing. All the only double-digit scorers against Kobe's 28, Mashburn's 20, 14 from Camby, and those are the only double-digit scorers for the Celtics. The Bucks and the Cavs. Must-see TV because it's Melo versus Braun year 2. And I have to change Carmelo's shoes. I'm glad I'm on the Bucks. I want to put Melo in a shoe he wore that I don't think they put him in. Yeah, he's in Nerix. I can't believe they put Melo in Nerix. I'm so sorry, Carmelo. These looks nice in Bucks colors. The Bucks are going to be an interesting team in my career next year when they trade Giannis wherever he goes. As a Heat fan, I'm hoping it's the inevitable, but the rumors are creeping in. I see what's going on. People do not want to send superstars to Miami. Do the home or away Melo 1.5 look better? Because I don't know how many Melos they have in the game, but the Melo 1.5 is that's an all-time sneaker. It's definitely the best Melo in my opinion. As someone who owned multiple pairs of Carmelos. I also had a pair of like the not McDonald's, but they were like a Jordan Brand Classic 10s, I want to say, or 8s, something like that. I don't remember. Where the Melos at? Pro 1.5. Well, it'd be cool if they had some purple on them. Are those really the only Melos in the game, man? Chris Paul and Melo had so many shoes, man. Y'all can't give them no shoes. That's dirty, Jordan Brand. I know they didn't sell that many, but Melo was doing his thing. I'm sure Melo appreciate him. I know if there's a CPX. Okay, there's a couple CP3s. There are more CP3s than Melos in the game, which is crazy because I definitely feel like Melo sold more shoes than CP3. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I definitely feel like Melo probably sold more. There's also crazy old Melo. Yeah, I gotta see it.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. In this game, you'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.
Grant Hill, Carmelo versus Braun, Jason Terry.
It's exciting.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
All the pomp and circumstance. Here we go, Greg. Opening night.
Yeah, these teams have spent an entire offseason to prepare for this moment. We've heard all the predictions and expectations, but now...
Okay, out to Grant Hill. Post up on Melo against Braun.
Now here's Anthony.
Can't finish.
And a missed layup.
Braun with the board. Throws it up to Jason Terry.
That's great defense right there.
Turnover. Ginobili with the recovery. Braun outguarded Melo. Oh my God. Yeah, no way. Blocked by James is not enough for that. I put Melo in his new shoes. I did what I could. Y'all got the turnover. You thought you could outrun Braun. Braun got in front of you. Got in defensive stance. Put his hands up. Saw you jump. Jumped after you jumped. And just, bow. He does block it right to Grant Hill over his teammate Battier. But golly. The second-year player LeBron James already showing why I probably would have picked him number one over Chris Paul.
defensive end.
No offense to Christopher Emmanuel Paul, but you pick LeBron James if you have a chance to pick LeBron James.
It's back to Battier. It's Terry outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here, matched up against Cleveland.
Oh, he's so fast. Oh, stolen by Knight.
Yeah, an interesting history between these two. I mean, last year they were swept by this club in the regular season, but rebounded to take them down in the playoffs.
And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, miss for Terry.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Post up Ginobili. Red Hill going to get a screen from Mutombo. Mid-range.
And again, the
No good.
miss. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2
Terry on the
from
break.
lead.
Over to Battier.
Good. Off
Good.
to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And good work by Battier. Staying flexible, taking what he can.
LeBron fit defending Carmelo.
Anthony up on top. James covering. Anthony dishes to Ginobili. Pass to Watson. Deep two from Hill. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Out to Battier.
Finds himself
Another
wide
bucket.
open and drills it.
And I love when Battier looks for his shot on offense. Great job there.
And so now a timeout call.
Oh, man. Okay, timeout, I'm out. Sorry, Manu. I didn't know you needed one that early. Okay, they're battling back. Good timeout for them. You know, a beatdown for Milwaukee, 10-point win. Ginobili with 35, 10 to, oh my God, multiple near triple doubles from Ginobili, Hill, LaFrance. Mutombo with 17 and 8. Philippe Lopez 15 and 3. Carmelo was locked down though. He went 12 for. He had 12 points on 16 shots. Brevin Knight with 26. LeBron with 22. Jason Terry with 24. Hey, Bucks win. Suns Clippers. AI taking his talent to Tim Duncan's Phoenix Suns. Going up against Kerry Kittles and rising star Jay Williams alongside Tim Thomas. We'll pop in for a few minutes, like to the 6 minute mark. I want to see this new Tim Duncan, Allen Iverson pairing.
Thanks everyone for joining us here in the start of a new season. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Los Angeles Clippers here at the Staples Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge.
All right, let's get into the hoops.
The new season underway. GA, what was the main focus for you in the first game of the season?
Well, sometimes you lose a little bit of edge in the offseason.
Jay Williams going to bring it up.
For getting your game into shape, but now you
pick and roll. Allen Iverson can't get the steal.
To the game.
Williams with the steal. Pass to Kittle.
They give Williams credit for a steal. How about on that?
They set the pick. Williams dishes to Petit.
Oh, good bucket for Tony Petit. Good assist for Jay Williams.
Petit's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Clippers.
Wesley gonna bring it up. Off ball. Allen Iverson mid-range. Starts the Phoenix Suns off with a quick bucket.
Concentration. He's totally fixated on finding a shot.
Oh man, Tim Duncan got a Baroga. Kittle was wide open.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Okay, Kittle.
Here's Kittle. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And that's what the pump fake's there for.
Inbound to Wesley.
Off his feet and drive right around it.
Wesley, the
okay, Iverson gonna get the pick and roll from Duncan. Pick and fade.
Iverson with the ball.
Iverson mid-range no good. Jackson though put back.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Thomas to the middle. Here's Petit. Plays it up off the glass.
Oh, good bucket. Tony Petit.
Second bucket of the game to go.
Not easy amongst the trees to get that score, but he just stayed poised.
Okay, Tim Duncan post. Doubled immediately. Misses the fadeaway.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Phoenix ball, though. Duncan out on the three-point line. Iverson mid-range. Misses it. Chaney. Putback by Duncan. Wow. Didn't even see him.
He's too big and talented not to put a body on him, man. He's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Williams kicks to Thomas.
Tim Thomas out on the perimeter. Green, three ball. Good.
First shot, first basket.
3-point lead over Phoenix. Give less minutes to Sean Kemp. It's a 7-point. A 4-point game. Minute 9 seconds left. Clippers up 4. Jay Williams, you know, he's just getting to the rack.
And Williams may be 6'2", but he seems to play much bigger than that.
Now Duncan. Duncan makes him pay inside.
Well, we know Tim Duncan is a big
Tim.
player, and he knows exactly how to come through in the clutch.
Williams.
Jay Williams, another one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Misses the three.
Oh, no, that's the ball game.
And it's Williams with the ball for L.A. Double team on Thomas.
Are we doing it again, or are we just hoping for a turnover? Okay.
And that's an intentional.
Hey, that's a better foul. It's a big man. Oh, no, it's Al Harrington. He can shoot his free throws.
And the first of two, no good.
I missed the first one. It's cooked, though. 22-9 from Tim Thomas, 6 assists. Kerry Kittles with 21, 16 and 15 from Al Harrington. Sean Kemp with 16 off the bench. Sebastian Telfair with 12. Rookie season, rookie season. Jay Williams with 10, 5 assists. He was in foul trouble. Tim Duncan 26, 11, 5. Wesley with 23. Allen with 27 rebounds, which is crazy. 8 assists. The Suns team will get better as the season goes on. But I don't know. They've been bad. Magic Supersonics. No thanks. Sorry, Sharif. Kings, Nuggets. Got to see the new Steve Nash acquisition against a powerhouse Nuggets team. Nuggets team has always been good in the West. They just kind of run into the buzzsaw that is the Utah Jazz.
And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. In this game,
Utah has kind of been the new superpower alongside Denver and Utah, but Utah kind of tier 1. Well, these two teams are tier 2. I would say out west. That's how things have gone. Wide open Jerry Stackhouse bucket. Ugh, just threw it. Bob Sura did not try to contest that.
Kevin, sometimes it feels like
okay.
But as soon as that opening
And Nash just says you can't guard him, and that he was correct. But Nash also cannot guard Chauncey Billups or guard.
Back to Stackhouse.
Which will be the game plan.
Pass to Howard.
Oh, Jawan guarded by Boozer.
Kicks to Billups. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Here's
Oh,
O'Neal.
blocked by Yao Ming.
At 7'6", Yao is a huge shot blocking threat. Got to be careful shooting when he's roaming nearby.
About 1 minute into the first quarter.
Ming with the board. Gets it to Nash, his new
Now,
teammate.
here's Nash. Down low. Here's
Joe Johnson, quick bucket off the cut.
And how about the vertical of Johnson? Excellent at just getting.
ISO Joe is probably going to be better off the ball this season with Steve Nash. He's going to be kind of moving and grooving things.
Pass to Stackhouse.
Oh,
Rebound by Yao.
near blocking the help by Yao.
An inch of breathing room.
So we're going to bring it up. Gets it to
That's
Joe
exactly
Johnson.
the kind of high impact defense they want to see out of him.
Screen from
Here's
Boozer.
Johnson.
Joe against Mike Miller. Gets it back to Nash.
Over Billups.
Nash mid-range. No good.
He can't bank that one in. Nuggets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And the
Billups.
shot is good.
Not Billups. Billups gets it to O'Neal, who hooks it over Boozer.
The closer he is to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And just under 2.5 minutes.
Nash
left.
3-ball. Good.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Billups.
In and out. Screen from O'Neal. Mid-range. Chauncey Billups good. Tie the ball game up.
Here's Nash. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Yao Ming. Going to get in the post, I imagine, but he's facing up currently. Still faced up. Nash in the corner. Ming. Put-back block.
Back by O'Neal.
Doing a nice job
Back to Ming, and he just dunks it off the Steve Nash assist.
And throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as
Nash.
anybody, fellas. Tremendous
Probably
skill
going back to
while
the
in
Ming
air.
dynasty.
Now here is Yao.
Ming double team. Joe Johnson wide open. Can't knock it down.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Billups passes to Stackhouse.
O'Neal going up against Nash. Easy dunk. Okay. These two teams showing, yeah, this is going to be a fight out west. We might see this in the playoffs. It's a heavyweight bout we got on the game 1. 1 point lead by Denver. 43 seconds left.
Here's Searle, covered by Stackhouse.
Nash on the perimeter. Bump.
Billups against Nash.
Can't get by Billups.
And stolen by
Turnover. Steal by Billups.
Shot and game clock
With
separated
the
by
lead.
5.
Holding the ball.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
High dribbles from Billups.
15 seconds left.
Nash
in
not
the
the
fourth
defender to take
quarter.
advantage.
Shot clock at 6. Now Miller. Puts one
Jerry
up from
Stackhouse
18.
mid-range.
The shot
Rebound. Boozer. Timeout.
Sacramento. So I'm looking at the
4.8 left. Enough to definitely do whatever you want on offense, really. You want to get in the post to Yao. You want to set up a perimeter play.
We'll see what they do here.
Johnson.
3-ball Joe Johnson. No good.
Comes out on top here. What a shot.
That's so tough.
I mean, these are those
You hate to lose that way.
to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut. To
You'd
lose,
love to
but I
win
mean,
that
you
way
gotta
if you're
love being on edge of your seat.
if
and
you're
just
Denver.
wondering,
35 from Jermaine O'Neal, kind of putting buckets on Yao Ming's head, I imagine. 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 22 and 10 from Stackhouse, 18 and 10 from Billups. Andres Nocioni with 18, 15 from Ty Lue, 11 and 10 from Dwight Howard. Mike Miller, not a great game, but 7 assists. 33 from Joe Johnson, 23-13 from Yao Ming, 5 assists as well, 2 blocks. 22 and 11 in his Sacramento debut for Steve Nash. Bob Sura with a near triple-double, 17-7-7. Carlos Boozer, first game? No, second season. First game in Sacramento after 2 years in Jersey. Kind of getting his walking papers. All right. Should be one more game. Nets, Hornets, and they're starting at 0. They're starting somebody who shouldn't be in the league. You were not watching the New Orleans Hornets this season. Good luck with Tyson Chandler. He's been all over the league, I feel like. With Hito Turkoglu now, Darius Miles, Mo Williams. Good luck to him. We think we've seen a lot of what we wanted to see. Let's get to close to the All-Star break. Or the trade deadline, see what trades we're cooking up. May consider a Chris Webber trade. That's something I've been like pondering for the last couple years, and as Philly heads towards desperation. Yeah, their season is over. As we approach, they got a win on national TV against the Pacers. I'm just cycling around the league just to see where other teams are. See who's the 30th team in the power ranking. Probably the Bobcats. Yep. Yeah, 6-34. I mean, it's the Bobcats. They're an expansion team. Kobe's team, second out east. Or second in the power ranking, I saw. All right, where are the 76ers again? Because this Chris Webber trade is probably the most pressing thing on my mind. He's probably... him and KG... he's hurt. He's happy. Only Jamal Crawford is annoyed while also hurt. Chris Webber's happy, but I don't think the Philly fans are happy. I think they want to see more Boris Diaw. I think they kind of just want to move on from the era they're in. And kind of get off some of this big money with Chris Webber. No, because that would put Carmelo Anthony on the bench in Minnesota, in Milwaukee. We're not getting enough here from the Bobcats. I mean, Momento Core is cool, but no one wants Horgan. No one wants these players. Damon Stoudemire, that's too much actually for Memphis, and they don't have a backup guard. They don't have a player like Memphis. He's done too much here. He is meant for Mr. Grizzly. Corey McGatty. I don't think Chris Webber would play well alongside Kevin Garnett. And they want their first round pick from 07. Minnesota. Ron Artest. They get younger. This isn't a young team, though. I would love to put packages them both together. Okay, yeah, no. I wouldn't let the Wizards trade Shaq. Chris Webber and LeBron James alongside Jason Terry. I'm interested in this. This I'm not interested in. That's too much from the Celtics. That's too much from the Kings. That's too much from the Lakers. That's too much from the Heat. Oh, but they give him a 05 pick. It would become Dwayne Wade's team, but nah. Chris Webber also wears 23. Dwayne Wade's been wearing 23. Kind of be a beef. Oh yeah, Webber? What? Yeah, can Chris Webber go play with LeBron James? What number would he wear with LeBron James? He's been 23 his whole career, multiple-time MVP, wearing 23. Did he wear like 5 at Michigan? I'm trying to remember what he wore at Michigan. Or did he wear 23 at Michigan? Give me 1 second while I Google. We're going to pause while I Google. Okay, I peeped. He's won 4 and 2, so. I don't hate this. No, but lottery protected. Lottery protected. Oh, where's their 06? Do they not have an 06? Lottery protected. And then this one, if they don't get it by then, they get this one unprotected. Because they are banking on an older player who is lower overall, but he's going to produce more right now next to LeBron James, I think, personally. I do. I don't know what Cleveland's 25 and 12. They're not over the Chicagos and things like that. I'm giving them another guard. They're giving up 2 guards under 6'2" to get a 6'1" guard and a power forward alongside LeBron James, along with picks. I like this move from Cleveland, where now LeBron will go to the small forward for the first time in his career. Chris Webber will not be wearing 25 out in Cleveland. I'm not changing Chris Webber's shoes. Chris Webber will now wear 4, which he wore at Michigan. And then in Sacramento. He's hurt, so I can't move him. Like, I don't view him as untouchable. I think they should be willing to move on. This hasn't worked, and I might make him unhurt to trade him. Because he's day-to-day with a sprained wrist. It's literally 3 days. So he's just trying not to get traded. I'll put it back on him. Sprained wrist 3 days. I remember that. I just want to see his market. Because I think we're off this, man. We off this, man. Yeah, like the packages is low for you, brother. The Bobcats giving a lower package than they were giving for Chris Webber. You're definitely lower value than Chris Webber in the league. With this, I mean, you can't play center. Oh, we'd be a bigger team. Honestly, I might do this. It lowers the money for Miami. I like this offer. Ben Wallace for him. Is Ben Wallace, is he happy? He's nondescript. I'm interested in that trade. Supersonics. I'm not interested in this one. Even though this would put Kevin Garnett with Paul Pierce. I just don't think Lamar Odom meshes well on this. I mean, this. They would also be giving up a pick, but come the fuck on. To pair Allen Iverson and Kevin Garnett back up. Come on. I also think Amari's been better. Like, at his age, yeah, they're the same overall. And KG has been in the league. I really only think the Miami deal is fair. Like, not fair, but like, this deal is fair, but like, I also don't think it's enough. I think Dallas would probably have to give them a pick, but they're like rebuilding / barely making the playoffs. This is semi-fair because Dirk is not on a long-term deal, and I think he probably wants to test free agency. Yeah, he's not committed. He wants to resign. He wants to test free agency. Trading the rookie. Oh, but they give up their number 1 overall pick in 07. Number 1 overall, but first round pick in 07. Nah. Former MVP Hank Gathers to pair him with Ray Allen. This is interesting. But Antonio McDyess is a lifer. I don't know if I want to trade him. And again, I'm kind of against trading the first ever free agent to sign with Utah. Like, you kind of have to give him his respect. I think this is a crazy trade. This is a dumb trade. This might benefit the Miami Heat a bit much, but I'm doing it. Kevin Garnett is a Miami Heat. He is now some of the veteran leadership. Going from Toronto to Miami, this is a super long trip. Kevin Garnett, the bigger guy, going to play center power forward. Going to go up an overall to be a 90 alongside Wade and Bosch. Livingston and Smith not playing is crazy. And Pietrus. This Heat team's kind of deep. And the Lakers in the playoffs, so I wouldn't trade Dirk. Just looking at the teams, it's like, oh man, oh wow, 18-20, 10th in the conference. Shaq outside, probably looking in. At teams with better rosters and players, and I don't know. They were kind of looking at Shaq deals, like legitimately, because they think they're a Peja Stojakovic team now. I'll look at Shaq deals. Get a Melo. That kind of meshes against the Peja thing. Elton Brand for Shaq. Vince Carter. Shaq. You get younger. Or does Shaq retire a DC legend? Shaq, the number 1 overall pick for the Wizards. Played his entire career here. I won't trade him. I won't do it. I definitely did consider it, though. Sharif leading the MVP race. Oh, no, I was going to say leading the league in scoring, but then I see Vince Carter down here putting up 32. Why would we give him Shaq to take away from his buckets? A second-year LeBron James up here, averaging 26, 7, 6. Great numbers. Jerry Stackhouse up here with 29. No Utah Jazz, no Ray Allen. Back-to-back MVP, I believe. Not up here currently. Rookie of the Year looking like the young Dwight Howard. Jameer Nelson up here. Devin Harris, Josh Smith playing alongside Kobe. Emeka Okafor. Sixth Man of the Year, Boris Diaw. Probably going to get to start now, so won't win this award. Speedy Claxton, Larry Hughes, J.R. Smith, Juan Carlos Navarro. Defensive Player of the Year just got traded from Miami to Toronto. Maybe Miami loses that defensive edge, losing Ben Wallace, but he's going to be in Toronto now. Shaquille O'Neal, Elton Brand, Andre Karolinko, and the young LeBron James already up here. Most improved player. LeBron is in consideration because they're just like, wow, this number 2 overall pick, who probably should have been number 1, is a freak, crazy monster. Boris Diaw, Reggie Evans, Memento Core, just getting the Bobcat boost. And Zach Randolph being a playmaker for this Bulls team. Oh, I left the award races. A fake award that's not real. Let's go to the Rising Stars game. Hey, the Wizards getting some wins. Shaq probably going to sneak in the playoffs, I imagine. Rookie sophomore game. Bron, Bosh. Well, no Bosh. Chris Paul, Wade, Carmelo, LeBron, the Banana Boat crew. With Chris Kaman going up against Jameer Nelson, Devin Harris, Luol Deng, Becca Okafor, and Dwight Howard. I am going to do LeBron 1 solid for right now. Because, I mean, LeBron is already in his second season showing why you take him number 1 overall over Christopher Emmanuel Paul. No offense to Chris Paul. Chris Paul out of high school is a great pick. But not LeBron James. That is a different beast, but the same animal. An all-red LeBron for this Rising Stars game. For these all-star games. Rookies win the tip. Rookie of the Year, also, I may add, is Chris Kaman.
Now, here is Nelson.
The reigning Rookie of the Year over LeBron James, over Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul. Chris Kaman got the job done in Memphis.
Now Okafor, covered by Anthony.
Big dunk to start the game, Dwight Howard.
And that is a thunderous finish. Sky's the limit for young Mr. Howard.
Came in a screen on Harris. Pulls it from the elbow.
Mid-range, Wade misses it over Devin Harris.
Midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Pass to Deng.
Emeka Okafor down to Dwight. Big body.
That shot off.
Rebound, Chris Kaman up to LeBron James.
James, the pass to
Back to Chris Paul. Working it on Devin Harris mid-range. No good. I'm done watch. Too many mid-range. Good rebound to Dwight Howard. I imagine, this sophomore team just kind of pulls away because LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony and Dwayne Wade are overwhelming. Dwight had 35 and 11, but Chris Paul 29 and 12, 23 from Carmelo and 6, triple-double from LeBron James. Mo Williams gave you 17. Wade gave you 15. Bosh gave you 15 off the bench. Chris Kaman with 8 and 5. Boris, there's just so many. So many. 3-point contest. Caron Butler, Allen Houston, Allen Iverson, Damon Stoudemire, Paul Pierce, Peja Stojakovic. Dunk contest. LeBron James. Just for that, we're going to fake watch. So we have LeBron James, Dwayne Wade in a dunk contest. Probably would prefer to see Joe Smith out here. Josh Smith. Joe Smith is super old right now. LeBron with his first dunk of this dunk contest. He misses it. He gets another attempt. That's terrible. All right, that's enough of that. We've never watched that for a reason. LeBron won, Paul Pierce won. Two rivals, man. LeBron not getting the start out east in the All-Star game. That would go to Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter, Grant Hill, Peja Stojakovic, and Elton Brand. Out west, it is Steve Nash, Jerry Stackhouse, Paul Pierce, and Jermaine O'Neal. Shaq not getting the start. Peja getting the start, though.
And it's the West All-Stars to start out.
Steve Nash brings the ball up.
And here's Nash.
Against Kobe Bryant.
Pass to O'Neal.
Elton Brand, good block.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can play.
Here's the break. Here's O'Neal. And the
Ooh, okay.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Fast break, big dunk, Jermaine O'Neal.
The opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost
Vince Carter
no
gonna bring
chance
this
the
one up.
defense can get back and recover.
Now here is Carter.
Take a pan after this bucket. Missed by the East. Once the East scores, we're going to take our pause and go into Super Sim after we take a look at both benches. I see some faces already. Good bucket, Jerry Stackhouse. They get a 4-point lead for the West.
Boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've
Elton Brand screen, Peja Stojakovic to the rim, layup. Take a look at these rosters. We see the starters. We mentioned the starters. There's Steve Francis, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, Dwayne Wade, Allen Houston, and Chris Webber, recently traded. Tim Duncan, Gilbert Arenas, Allen Iverson, Calbert Chaney. 25. Who's 25? Is that Rasheed Wallace? I guess that's Rasheed Wallace, Ron Artest, and Damon Stoudemire. Double checking on those. Yeah, Rasheed Wallace. Steve, Jermaine, LeBron, Kevin, Dwayne, Chris, Allen. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Let's see if it's a close game in that fourth quarter. It is. Close enough for me. 6-point game. Maybe some fouls. If they start fouling the All-Star game, we'll hop back out. But West with the ball.
Now O'Neal.
Up 6.
Nash outside. The three doesn't go.
Elton Brand 3. Misses.
Right here.
Stojakovic 3-ball it. Oh, you had it. Vince Carter tries to get a step back. Oh. Elton Brand with some space. His teammate.
Hill working it over.
Elton Brand screen.
Sets a screen for Hill. 5 to shoot.
Grant Hill can't do it. Vince Carter mid-range open, though. Good.
There's not much.
Put him down 4, and they're going to start fouling the All-Star game. I'm good. The Western Conference brings it home. 22, 13, and 6 for Tim Duncan. 3 blocks. 19 and 7 from Steve Nash. Antoine Walker with 16, 8, and 8. Jermaine O'Neal with 16 and 12. 25 from Peja, 23 from Vince Carter, and that's enough for the All-Star game. That's our midway point of the season before we get to the draft, before we start really cooking. Let's go from this Boston POV. They're number 1 in the power rank, 3rd in the conference. Let's get to that. Where's Utah? Utah barely in the playoffs? I prayed for times like this. Lost to the Knicks, to the Rockets. The Utah Jazz have fallen a little bit off here. They're still close to the playoffs. Oh, if they keep losing like this, then they got no shot. Yeah, no, there's no chance for Utah. Let's take a look at the draft real quick. I've totally forgotten what like kind of draft we have coming up. Darren Williams, the top pick in the draft, looking like he's going to Charlotte, play for those Bobcats. Andrew Bogut, I believe the number one pick in real life in this draft. In consideration, there's Monte Ellis, a high schooler, one of the top, probably the top high schooler. Danny Granger in this draft. C.J. Miles, Gerald Green. Very fun draft here, where Utah will have a ping pong ball, it seems like, more so than a chance at another title. Because, yeah, let's check the league history. Yeah, Utah coming off of a title, getting back to the mountaintop, winning the West 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight times. Probably won't get a ninth if they don't make the playoffs, obviously. Ray Allen leading the league in scoring last year, winning the MVP. Tim Duncan, multiple-time rebound crown holder. Chris Webber sneaking one in there. Steve Nash leading the league in assists last season. Marbury in steals. O'Neal in blocks. Jermaine, that is. Duncan in minutes. Quick peek at league history. Oh, and MVP Allen Iverson is finally here. He found where he wanted to be in the league, and him and Tim Duncan have gotten him to an MVP. Someone who's only been first team NBA once, first team defense twice. He's showing he can hoop. He's played some point guard in his career. He's played some two guard now. He's showing he can do whatever is necessary to win at the highest levels in this league. Kevin Garnett up here for the Miami Heat as well, his former teammate, being traded to Miami and now entering the MVP race. Wow. Calbert Chaney up here. He should be up for most improved, going from someone who would just be a valuable role player in Denver, maybe once leading the league in scoring, I think, to now an MVP candidate. LeBron up here, Jerry Stackhouse. Dwight maybe got Rookie of the Year wrapped up, but he is injured at the moment. Jameer Devin Harris competing for the award alongside Josh Smith and Mecca Okafor. Sixth Man of the Year is LeBron's backup, Jalen Rose. Multiple-time winner of the award, I believe. Yeah, I believe this is an award he's won. Yeah, he's won 3 times already in his career. In the 90s, coming back to get one here in 2004 or 5. Defensive Player of the Year looking like Shaq. Crazy to see Kevin Garnett up for the MVP and not up for Defensive Player of the Year. Calbert Chaney up here instead. Most Improved Player looking like the Zach Randolph Award, going from... What, did he even play last season, really? Yeah, going from 6 points per game to a legitimate double-double threat every night. Getting a couple assists, getting a steal, a block every now and then, averaging a little more than half at both of those. Glad to see him contributing. Boris Diaw up here now that he's become a starter. Can't get that 6th Man of the Year. Fake award. Take a look at some of these league leaders before we get out of here as well. Out of the regular season, that is. Minutes, Allen Iverson. Points per game, Vince Carter just over Allen Iverson at 31. Take a look at some of these top 5 scorers at 29. These guys were getting to the buckets. See Gilbert up here rounding out the top 5. Peja, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron. Top 15 is all like superstars. Tim Duncan, 13 rebounds a game. Much closer race. Closer race this time. KG finally leaving Toronto and having a MVP caliber season for the first time in a while. Tony Parker, the young rookie, well, not rookie, but second year? Third, well, not bad, 4 or 5 years. But young guy, still 22, leading the league in assists. Injured over Steve Nash right now, who could steal the lead for him if he gets a fluctuation. Chris Paul up here, Baron Davis up here. Steals, Ron Artest, Ray Allen up here, Allen Iverson up here. Andre Karolinko, Calbert Chaney. Blocks, Camby, Shaquille, Elton Brand, Theo Ratliff, Tim Duncan, Ben Wallace. Yao Ming is injured. Oh, that's got to hurt the Sacramento Kings. Dwight Howard injured as well. Turnovers, Allen Iverson. Devin Harris up here, Karolinko. Ron Artest. Oh, Dwight. Okay. All right. We've looked around the league enough. The league MVP is Allen Iverson, getting his first. Averaging a career high for him, 29 points per game. Career high rebounds per game with 5 at 6 foot. Crazy. And that's a rounded up 6 foot. 7 assists, not his career high, but up there with his career highs. 2.2 steals per game. Field goal percentage not amongst his best, but amongst one of his betters. His best 3-point percentage, he was knocking down the 3 ball this year, 46%. 78 from the free throw line. Playing 37 minutes per game. 37.2. His second most since his rookie season. Yeah, no, his best season in a lot of metrics. Good for Allen Iverson. Dwight Howard will get that Rookie of the Year, averaging 19, 9, an assist, a steal, 2 blocks, 60% from the field, 59% from the free throw line. Speedy Claxton gets the 6th Man of the Year, averaging 12, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, off the bench. Not very good from the field. Free throw line pretty good, though. Shaquille O'Neal gets his Defensive Players of the Year back up. His first one in a decent while, I think. Can't see it on his award history, but this is an award he would win a few years ago. I think it's been a while since he's won it. Boris Diaw with the most improved player, going to 15, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, a block. 40% from the field, 77% from the free throw line, 34 from 3. Not very efficient, but that's kind of this era. Phoenix's coach winning the Coach of the Year with 61 wins. And the Executive of the Year goes to Miami for making that midseason trade for Miami, which gets them 62 wins for Miami, for Kevin Garnett getting them 62 wins. First team All-NBA reads Allen Iverson, Gilbert Arenas, Antoine Walker, Elton Brand, Shaquille O'Neal. To the second team, Jerry Stackhouse, Vince Carter, Peja Stojakovic, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett. I think LeBron is the youngest player up here at 20. Third team will read Steve Nash, Damon Stoudemire, Calbert Chaney, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, and Jermaine O'Neal. First defensive team, Dwayne Wade. Wow. Allen Iverson. He's turning into a real two-way mid-paint erasing playmaker. Elton Brand. Allen Iverson gave him his credit as well for a two-way mid-paint combo guard. Allen Iverson, shout out to him. Elton Brand, Calbert Chaney, Shaquille O'Neal, Eddie Jones, Richard Hamilton, Andre Karolinko, Ron Artest, Ben Wallace. First team Raw rookie, Dwight, Jameer, Devin Harris, Josh Smith, Emeka Okafor. Second team all rookie, Chris Humphries, Luol Deng, Ben Gordon, Kevin Martin, and Beno Udrich. The playoffs are set. Utah is in. The Utah Jazz are in, going up against the Phoenix Suns, a team they have beaten before. So it'll be very interesting to see if Utah can fight through this. We got Shaq Kobe in the first round. Kobe looking to get to the second round again. Shaq coming off of a title, having a disappointing season leading his team into the playoffs, but grabbing another defensive player of the year on the way. Shaq in this universe, arguably the greatest defender of all time. I think I want to see a few minutes of this. I want to see a few minutes of Shaq Kobe. I'm sorry. I'm going to grab some water, take a second so while you guys start the playoffs of the 04-05 season, I believe.
Here in Boston, I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Boston. Well, they have a difficult test here in the first round. With the talent level of these two teams, this feels more like a second-round matchup.
Yeah, I think most of us are expecting it to be a highly competitive series. Home court advantage could be the difference maker in this one.
No coverage that time.
You know, Page is such a...
I am still watching. Good bucket, Page and Stojakovic. That was crazy.
Smith outside. Pass to Camden.
Where now I'm watching.
The shot, no good.
Oh, no good. Celtics starting off slow. That's not good. At home.
Here is Steph. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Now, here is Smith. He's guarded by Ellis. Top of the key, Bryant. O'Neal with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Snow, the pass to O'Neal. And the rejection by Smith.
That's why Josh Smith is one of my favorite players. That's a great block from Josh Smith. That's crazy going body to body with Shaq.
Busted. No good that time.
Can't get that board there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here is O'Neal. Check the screen on Armstrong. Snow. It's rebounded by Campbell. Celtics have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Ashburn, the pass to Bryant. And here's Armstrong. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
This is some quality playmaking, feeding a perimeter shooter while all eyes are directed inside.
Here's Snow. Pass to Stojakovic. Over Bryant. Here's Ellis. Off target at the rim. Boston's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Driving in. Armstrong kicks to Bryant. Nice ball movement by Boston. Takes it from 10. Washington with the rebound. Stiff the pass to Snow. Shaq down low. Three-pointer, Stojakovic. A three-pointer is right on target. Stojakovic has got.
Hey man, for Sim, Shaq is OP. He handled that double so well. That's so tough to deal with.
Out left to the wing. Here's Mashburn. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Stiff the pass to Stojakovic. He had dropped for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Now here's Kobe. Hasn't made one yet. Basket counts.
What a move by Bryant, pulling out his tricks to confuse the defense.
Pass to Snow. Check his screen on Armstrong. And there's the drive. Snow, the pass to O'Neal. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to.
Having watched Shaq's career at this point, like seeing him jump like that, seeing him move like this, it's crazy to see where he's at now. Screen from Smith. I want to see that lob to Josh Smith so bad. That back Kobe. He'll figure it out. Or he won't. He will. Kobe with 36, 9, and 9, near triple-double. Same for his teammate Jamal Mashburn as they wash out Peja and Shaq in Game 1. Peja showed up with 42, 8, 5. Shaq 28, 21, 3, 2. Yeah, he showed up as well. 6 turnovers hurts, though. All right, that's Game 1. Game 2. Mike Bibby, Vince Carter, Chris Mills, Elton Brand, and Pau Gasol, who probably was injured a bunch this year. He was in and out for the Bulls, I imagine. Going up against this Bucks team. We're not hopping in there, sorry. Dirk is in the playoffs. Cool for Dirk. Milwaukee still games 1. Good up for Carmelo. Vince gave him 37. Mike Bibby 27. 24 from Elton Brand. But it was 34 from Grant Hill. 23, 9, and 10 from Melo. Good for those guys. Oh, man, this Lakers team. Oh, David Robinson still kicking. Hey, man, I didn't get my drink yet. I'm not going to lie. I didn't get my water. I'm going to put you into this as well. See Damon Stoudemire. See Mighty Mouse, the Grizzly Bear, Keith Van Horn, and the Rookie of the Year. With Dwight Howard not being here. He's still the only Rookie of the Year here that I can think of. Going up against Dirk and David Robinson. In his old age. David Robinson used to be like the GOAT. David Robinson might still be the GOAT. He is the one with like 6 finals MVPs as well. 6 MVPs. Like his resume is insane. When he retires after this season or maybe the season after, you'll see. Oh, shout out to James Worthy on the coaching bench as well for the Lakers. That's super cool. Or if he's the Grizzly coach, that's insane.
The tip, it's Memphis. Davis against Stoudemire with some arc, and Davis pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Driving inside.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hands as the defender.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw.
Well, you can just tell the guys on his team look up to Robinson out on the floor. I mean, he's got such leadership qualities, and that's exactly what you want from your best player, a guy who can really galvanize the troops because they respect him so much.
And the second free throw, good.
Hey, I did hear that on the commentary, Clark Kellogg. I don't think David Robinson is the best player on this team. If he is, that's incredible at his age. But that's I don't think so. Best player, like, overall, sure. Good bucket, Keith Van Horn. 3 ball.
And it's the Lakers ball. Davis looking for an opening. Here's Robinson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. Really does a nice job.
I will say they are playing for him, so I don't know.
Going to work.
What can I say?
Heyman up top. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Stoudemire, no good. And it's the Lakers ball. Here is Davis from the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Van Horn, the pass to Stoudemire. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
To the paint, here's Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Robinson's got 5 points so far. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Stoudemire outside. Pass to Van Horn. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
You wonder where was the defense that.
All right, that's enough of this game. No Dirk buckets for us, it seems.
Davis, the pass to Nowitzki.
Dirk's just too passive. Oh, you got a matchup on you, Dirk. Okay.
Nowitzki with
Now,
the on Stoudemire.
Baron Davis 3, good. Damon Stoudemire is injured. Got to consider that. Nah, that'll wrap it. I'm going to wrap that one up. Okay. 29 from Van Horn, 21 from Carr, triple-double from Stoudemire, 19 from Kaman, 10 from Adrian Griffin. Ron Butler with 26, Nowitzki with 23, 10. Hey, near triple-double from David Robinson. Same with Baron Davis. Let me show you guys what I was talking about. We're like, this was the man in the 90s and in the late 80s. 4-time MVP, my 4-time champion, my bad. 92, 93, 94, 96. 4 to 5-time MVP, 4-time Finals MVP. Yeah, like this is the man. He was, at least, back in the day. Oh, remember back in the day? You gotta check out that playlist. Remember back in that day? Olo Candy, Lamar Odom, Paul Pierce going up against Steve Nash, Joe Johnson, Carlos Boozer, and the injured Sacramento Kings, missing Yao Ming. No one cares about this without Yao Ming, personally. I do not. Kings do win game 1, though. LeBron James in his first playoffs, going up against Kendrick Perkins somehow. Steve Francis, Allen Houston, Richard Jefferson, Rodney Rogers. It's not a bad matchup. Should be tough for LeBron. Easier matchup for the 1-seeded. Oh, I think Pacers did win game 1 as well. LeBron frames, losing his first playoff game, I believe. I don't know if they made it last year. Oh, and they're bringing Weber off the bench? Let me go to the Cleveland lineup. What are they doing? Or did I not read Chris Webber alongside LeBron James? Yeah, he starts alongside him. Just didn't read him, didn't see him. Didn't catch my eye. It's a close game they lost. It was, well, not close, but yeah, it was an 8-pointer. LeBron just didn't ball out. Had a bad game. Chris Webber had a bad game. Igauskas balled out. Steve Francis also hooped insanely alongside Allen, Houston, and Alonzo. Alonzo been in Indiana his whole career. Playing through some tendonitis. Yep. Whole career Indiana Pacer. CP3, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and the newly acquired Kevin Garnett. Going up against the 8th seed.
Welcome everyone. The regular season is
Orlando
in the
Magic.
The battle for the East begins. Round 1, game 1. You'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Orlando Magic. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline.
AG loses the tip.
The Magic off the tip. Here's Arroyo. Pass to Wells.
Wells guarded by Wade. First team all defense.
Now Arroyo.
I did Dwayne Wade getting his credit in this verse. Marion 3-ball. No good. Rebound by Wade.
To the inside. Here's Paul. And he could not.
Oh, tough foul on Chris Paul early.
And he'll go to the line for 2.
Arroyo drawing a quick one. Chris Paul knock down his free throws. That's kind of just what he does.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Marion, a screen on Paul. Arroyo, the pass to Marion. Over Butler.
Russell Butler, good defense. Rebound, Chris Bosh.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Oh, mismatch. Bosh has Arroyo on him. Double going to come probably off of Chris Paul. 3-ball in and out. I am scared for the Miami Heat in our universe, in real life, as we call it. Chris Paul is known as like a playoff choker kind of. Double came. I don't know if the double needed to come.
Great job on the assist, scanning the floor and finding that open.
Abdul can make those passes.
Left side Bosh.
Bosh going at Abdul.
And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Paul guarding Marion now. That's a mismatch. Marion 3-ball. No good. Garnett rebound. Gets it up to Wade. Wade finds the point guard. Sewell at the 3-point line.
Outside Butler.
Wade with the post.
Wade left side.
Outside the Bosh. I'm done. The Miami team is young, but they're better in sim. I fear for them being in a close game that we have to jump into. Oh, hold on now. It's a 4-point game with 37 seconds left. Wade gets it in the backcourt, up to Chris Paul. The double team coming immediately to Chris Paul. Double coming to Wade.
Wade outside.
Falls back. Double comes again. Over to Bosh.
Left side.
Double comes at Bosh to McCarty. And he hits the leg. Hey, this young team showing composure. Miami Heat are finally in a new era, it seems. Tanking for this 03 draft seemed to be a wise strategy. They knew ahead of time. They were supposedly looking at the young man LeBron James. But they were enamored with Chris Paul. 3-ball, no good. Wade gonna get it. And we're getting free throws. 152-145 is still a huge game. 41 for Chris Paul. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. 26 for Dwayne Wade, 11 assists, 21 for McCarty, 17 and 8, 4 for Garnett. Just a all-in-all, ball-out performance. J.R. Smith and Sean Livingston not getting any minutes, which is crazy to me. Sharif, 28, Marion, 26, Claxton, 21, near triple-double. Both him and Marion near triple-doubles. With Abdul Fareem getting a double-double. Good game all around for the Magic, who put up a better fight than even the scoreboard says, but even it's only a 7-point game, but wow. Clippers, no. Denver's got those guys. I think the Clippers should steal a game, though. And Ray Allen's still here, though, man. The defending, reigning NBA champions. Not Shaq. Shaq did it the year before. My bad if I said he was the champion earlier. Ray Allen, also last year's MVP, going up against this year's MVP. and Allen Iverson, alongside his new running mate, Tim Duncan, and Calbert Chaney joining them as an All-NBA player. What a matchup.
Starts off with
the association.
Right here, game 1. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Utah Jazz. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Okay, got Julius Erving, Cash Nasty on that coaching staff for Utah. Going up against Phoenix, the #1 seed out west. Team, like I said, they've beaten before in the playoffs. They shouldn't have any fear, really. They've won here. Ray Allen has won here. Antonio McDyess has won here. Kwame Brown has won here. These guys have won here. Ray Allen 3-ball in and out. Last playoffs, Ray Allen averaged 40 points per game.
Here's Chaney. He's covered by McDyess.
Block.
Oh, that's blocked.
Wrong D, defending the lane.
They gathered on the break. Getting in and out of that post, going to McDyess. Defended well by Tim Duncan. I'm only going to go to like the 6-minute mark in this one. I do want to get this video over with quickly.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the head coach of the Suns.
Allen Iverson, no good. But Tim Duncan with the putback, no good. And this is going to be a 7-game series. This is going to be a competitive series. They ran into the 1-8 seed. That's not like the traditional 8 seed.
Allen's shooting really opens up the floor for the rest of his teammates. Back to you.
Oh, whoa. Tim Duncan putting in work on Antonio McDyess. This needs to be a Tim Duncan series. He needs to work McDyess and Kwame Brown and show he is the best player in the association. Or one of them. Because Kevin Garnett did it this season. He's sort of outperformed Tim Duncan this season. I think Tim's been first team All-NBA, but they're both 1 seeds. Maybe they should meet up in the finals.
Now here's Duncan. Pulls it from 20. He squares up.
Ooh, okay, mid-range knocked down Tim Duncan. They both got running mates. Ooh, oh my, okay. My God, Phoenix has pulled away, and this is no longer a basketball game. This is a beatdown. Good on Utah scoring 100 points as Tim Duncan puts up 42. 30 from Allen Iverson in 19 minutes. They both put up 20. Put up 40 and 20, 30 and 20 in 19 minutes. Holy shit. Ray Allen did his best in 33 minutes to put up 29. But this is not the last few years. What is that glitch, 2K? This is not the last few years. We are looking at a new world. I'm intrigued by this first round, but I kind of want to take it one game by a time. You know, I want to see elimination games. Miami up 3-0. That's kind of expected to me. Yeah, like if you got swept, like the super. Oh, LeBron's gonna get swept. LeBron as the 2 seed is. Oh, my bad. What is happening to my association? LeBron and Chris Webber get swept as the 2 seed. Boston gets 4-1. This series is going slightly different than I expected. I didn't really care about this one. Seattle needs a point guard or a center. Olowokandi is okay, but he's not great, and they don't have a great point guard. Carlos Boozer balled on in the elimination game. That's crazy, with no Yao Ming. Nash leading them. I'm just going about how I expected. The Lakers are a fun story, but Damon Stoudemire alongside Chris Kaman and those guys in Memphis are a much better team. LeBron getting swept is crazy. Kobe getting 4-1 by Shaq. He's getting fed up in Boston, in my opinion, because I think he knows he can do more. This series is. I thought all these series had potentials, except for like the ones I didn't care about, like this one. This one really. I thought they had potential to go. Tied 2-2. Who's going to take the series lead? This is the pivotal game. Carmelo, Grant Hill, Vince Carter, Elton Brand. And it looks like Vince Carter and Elton Brand at home do what they do. Elimination game. Yeah, but I expect the Lakers to get eliminated. Like, shout out to Dirk. I don't know how much fight you got in you, brother. You and Baron Davis, you and B Diddy. You fend off this one, it's looking like. They're not going to score 100. Oh, they do. Barely. Chris Kaman has 28 and 12, 7 assists. Okay, Eddie Jones. Denver up 3-1 against the Clippers. Jay Williams not enough against Chauncey, injured or not. This is going to be a series. Denver wraps up 3-1, or are we going to game 6? Oh. Is it Clippers ball? No, it's not. Denver ball down 6 seconds. I'm sorry. Chauncey gets it. Over to Mike Miller. Oh, blocked. Tim Thomas to make a game 6. I'm sorry. We got in super late. We saw the last minute of a super close ball game where Dejan Borregra had a great game. I'm sure that's an auto-generated player, but great game for him. Who cares? Jazz Suns. Elimination game for Tim Duncan, Allen Iverson against the former champions. Will Hank Gathers and Ray Allen go silently into the night? Or do they have a game 6 in them as well? Yeah, they do. Big lead in Phoenix. Yeah, like I said, this series has the potential to go 7. I don't think this is something we should it's over. Bulls, Bucks. We don't really care. It's an elimination game. Carmelo, Grant Hill, fight for your life. In Milwaukee. Get a game back in Chicago, which is just not too far from Milwaukee. You guys did it. And it was you two leading the charge alongside Manu. Lakers, Grizzlies, Dirk. You got one more. D-Rob, injured, old. Do you guys have one more in LA to force a game 7? You do. It's looking like. Led by Eddie Jones, Luis Scola, Caron Butler, Baron Davis. A very deep Lakers team. 3-2 lead for the Denver Nuggets over the Clippers. Will they wrap their series up? Yeah, it's looking like Denver's got the foot on the throat. Good for Denver. Ending it. Oh, no. And the Bulls got eliminated. No. Jermaine O'Neal led the charge. Stackhouse along the way. Good buckets. The Bulls, the underdogs, lost the game 7 by 5. Bibby, good game. Carter, good game. Elton Brand. Zach Randolph, solid game. But Ginobili balled out. Grant Hill balled out. Carmelo, yeah. And they go to the second round. Got a game 7. Like I said, this series we should go 7. And this series also gone 7. Dirk, Eddie Jones against the Grizzlies. I think the Damon Stoudemire and his Grizzlies got it, but Dirk showing he is a force to be reckoned with out west. Yeah, no, this was never a close game, but Dirk didn't even show you the force. He shot the ball 8 times. Phoenix, can you slay the dragon in the first round, regardless of seed, in a 1-game elimination? Ray Allen, Hank Gathers. 2-point game against Tim Duncan, Allen Iverson. Regardless of seeding, the Dragon is the Dragon. I don't like Nestrovic post touches.
Jackson outside.
Back out to Jackson. I imagine with Allen Iverson out on court, he's fouled out at this point in time. Allen Iverson misses it, but they still have Calbert Chaney. Tim Duncan has help mid-range, knocks it down for a 4-point lead.
Concentration from Duncan doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
The Jazz call timeout. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Tim Duncan has been hooping at an elite level.
A switch here. Hogan's is checked in. The Jazz making a switch here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Utah's coach address his team. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. Told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us.
Oh, Ray Allen, tough a shot attempt. I can't believe you even shot that.
Guys, thank you, David. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Jazz's head athletic trainer. He confirmed that it is a torn meniscus. The leg is elevated right now, but he's going to be out for a while. So,
no.
With him and his team.
Who tore their meniscus?
Recovery from this could take a long time.
All right, David, thank you.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the hardest part about this situation is just not knowing. At least we have a bit more.
If it's Allen Iverson, that
Oh,
sucks.
here's Johnson.
For Tim Duncan, that just sucks.
There's the pick. Fires from 18, and down it goes.
Okay, Ray Allen.
Can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here is Bogan. Tim Duncan, and he sinks the fadeaway.
Okay, Tim Duncan.
Is on like he is now. There's really not much you can do
What a
about it.
bucket.
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Ray Allen corner. Misses it.
And he
Calbert
gets the
Chaney,
intentional
the
foul.
foul. Knock it down. And that's the win. I think they've lost Allen Iverson. Which that's devastating for the Phoenix Suns. They do slay the dragon that is the Utah Jazz. But injuries have plagued this entire season. The 2-3 matchup out west starts the semifinals of the West. Damon Stoudemire against Chauncey Billups, Jerry Stackhouse, Mike Miller, Dwight Howard, Jermaine O'Neal. Very deep Denver team. Super great starting five. Just a slaughter in game one, I imagine. 6-7 matchup. 6-7. Shaq, last year's champion, not the reigning champion. I keep doing that. Jerry Stackhouse did ball out. Wow. Chauncey Billups as well, 38-10. Nick Collison, a good game in Denver. Jermaine O'Neal with a double-double. Fouled out quickly as well. But is this Shaq versus Alonzo? Shaq going up against his draft mate, his rival, Alonzo Mourning. Still late in their careers. And Alonzo steals game one. He doesn't have a great game. Richard Jefferson has a pretty good game. Steve Francis has a triple-double. Allen Houston with 17. But his Pacers get the 2-point win over Shaq in his 30-point night. Yao Ming not back. Allen Iverson not back. So it's really just Tim Duncan versus Steve Nash. Tim Duncan has slightly more help, in my opinion, with Joe Johnson and Carlos Boozer. But the matchups down low do favor Tim Duncan if he wants to cook. Sacramento steals game 1 by 9. Johnson 35, Boozer 21, Nash 19 and 12, Coleman with 17, 7 and 5, Bob Sura with 15. Tim Duncan and Calbert Chaney is not enough. See that injury report for them. Allen Iverson has a pulled calf muscle. He's out. Miami, Carmelo, the young star, with Grant Hill, Manu, and Dikembe going up against the super young Miami Heat, led by Kevin Garnett, who is 30? 28. That's the vet. 28, 29, and 31, the oldest on the team. This is a very young Miami Heat squad. They win game 1 by 5, led by Garnett with 24, 10 and 9. Bosch with 23, Wade with 16 and 12, Paul with 14, Carmelo Anthony with 38, 25 for Grant Hill. Oh, we're getting tied. Series all over the place. Miami is the only team that takes a 2-1 lead, a 2-0 lead. (2-1) for Miami. Every series kind of nipped and tucked. The Kings take a 3-1 lead over the... This is the only series at elimination. Yao Ming has not returned. I imagine he won't. 3-1 lead for the Sacramento Kings. Can Tim Duncan fight for his life against Steve Nash? And it's looking like no. No is just the answer. The Suns have been eliminated. Tim Duncan puts up 40, 7 and 5. Joe Johnson gets it done with 26 and 10. Steve Nash with 25 and 7. Carlos Boozer with 18. And they put away the 1 seed Phoenix Suns. Pivotal game 5 for Miami versus Milwaukee. Milwaukee taking the 3-2 lead. 7-point win against the young Miami Heat. Grizzlies up 3-2 against Denver. Four-point lead. Oh, that was a 3-point game. I should have jumped in. J.R. Brimmer leading the way for Memphis. Showing it's a by committee order in Memphis. Going against the Stackhouse 45. Going to the conference finals against Sacramento. That's insane. Shaq with a 3-2 lead. Shaq and Page are definitely the best players left in the playoffs. This is kind of a must-win for them, in my opinion, where you want to get into this next round where you're going against either a young Miami squad or I don't even know with the other team. I kind of was only looking at Miami to advance with their Carmelo and Grant Hill, where just both young teams who haven't done this, where Shaq has done this. 4-point lead for the Wizards, minute 17 left.
Here's Francis.
Down to Alonzo. Shaq one-on-one. Just rebound. Laughing at the matchup, I imagine. Fire. Shaq. Rebound. Put back. Misses.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Block from Richard Jefferson. Stolen by Allen Houston. Up to Steve Francis, dunks it down. 2-point game.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was.
32 seconds left.
Here's the screen.
3 ball, in and out. Richard Jefferson's corner 3, Steve Francis, good! 1-point lead, Indiana. 21 seconds left. The Wizards can get whatever they want, but the Pacers do have the lead.
He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next?
I mean, Alonzo Mourning, a good matchup for Shaq in my personal opinion, but I know they're both older, but Shaq has aged better. Pager gets it over to Steph, who goes to LaFonso Ellis. LaFonso shoots a mid-range, and that's no good. And now Shaq has to foul. And the Wizards lose by 1 in Indiana to force a game 7. Miami down 3-2 in Miami. Will they go home to Carmelo and Grant? Oh no, in Milwaukee. Will they go home and stay there, or will they bring Milwaukee home with them? They will bring Milwaukee home with them. Grant Hill with 25, Manu with 23, Carmelo laid an egg. Kevin Garnett with 30, 17, and 7. Huge game for him. 21 for Chris Paul, 18 for Bosh, 17 for Wade. And that leads to 2 game 7s out east. Shaq at home in D.C. going up against his draft classmate and rival Alonzo Mourning. Will he might force us in the sim. Yep. Tie ball game, 2:10 left in the sim. Shaq at the line, getting MVP chance here in D.C. Misses the first.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often that's the case for this.
Makes the second for a 1-point lead.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Here's Francis.
Steve Francis. Low dribble up top. Allen Houston behind the back.
Houston drives to the hoop. Clock at 4. To take the lead.
DeMario Moon, huge block. 0.3 left in the shot clock. Nothing Indiana can really do here. Maybe a lob somehow. Ooh. Steve Francis lob. Ooh. Yeah, no. They needed to go to one of their athletes there. Richard Jefferson wasn't on the court even.
You can't have that at this point in the game.
1:46 left. Eric Snow gonna bring it up.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Takes the 3. Not gonna go.
Damn.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Allen Houston floated. Rebound by Shaq.
Take the lead. The Wizards with the lead. Strong move off the glass.
Asia helping to put it away.
And that's why you trust him to knock it down late.
Shoots the 3.
Good rebound by Indiana.
1:07 left in the fourth. Another shot. O'Neal there for the rebound.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Humphries with the steal.
Good rebound, Indiana.
It's in.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now, here is Stojakovic. O'Neal is screen on Humphries. Here's O'Neal. And stolen by Mourning. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. With the drive. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And here's a timeout now from Emmanuel Barnett. He's ready to talk things through with them. Guys, what are their best options now?
Oh, we're not in a timeout, brother. We're not watching this. Indiana ball down 1.
In this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
6 on the shot clock.
Oh, Jim Jackson 3-ball!
And how about no hesitation?
Shaq has 12 seconds left.
And knocks down a huge shot.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Moe. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Wizards. Plenty of time. Over to Jamario Moon. That's too late. You put your season in the hands of Jamario Moon. Shaq, 31-15, 2 assists, 5 blocks. Sent home by Allen Houston with 29 in the game winner. Young Chris Humphries on his team. Steve Francis leading the charge as the point guard. Richard Jefferson beating former champion Shaquille O'Neal in the first round. Miami-Milwaukee, Game 7, baby. In Miami. Can they hold on? Tight game. We're going to wait till the 2-3 minute mark. 2-point lead, Milwaukee. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left. I almost want to play for the Miami Heat. I am a fan. And honestly, once Bam Adebayo is in the league, I know he won't be on the Heat. But towards that era of the Miami Heat, depending on how they are, I may be playing for the Miami Heat.
Paul left side.
Chris Paul drives. And he ties it up. CP3 to the rim.
Leadership, which is something Paul takes great pride in.
Juhan with the ball. Wrestlers a 3. Butler with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now, here's Wade. Pocket 6. Here's Paul.
Paul for 3. No good.
And for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. Now Anthony. 1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Fires the 3. Doesn't get that one. And Miami is shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Wade against Anthony. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
And Miami making a change here. Miller's checked in.
TJ Ford checking in. Okay. Carmelo, though. Off the Miami foul.
Milwaukee's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Anthony. And it's sent back by Bosch.
And with his combination of length and mobility, Bosch has the potential to block plenty of shots at this level.
Does he even feel the pressure? Huge get for him there.
The Bucks trail. And here's Juhan. Anthony down low. He's up against Bosch. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk.
Oh, Wade, what a dunk!
Hold on now. The Wade pick and roll. Wade got him with the Brad Miller screen. Going right at Mutombo cleared out to go to Brad Miller. And Carmelo jumped with him.
Watch out. D-Wade has caught fire.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Wow.
A moment now to hear
Okay, Dwayne Wade. Okay, Miami.
Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Brad Nelson had some words for his team during the break. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Bosh against Anthony.
And a good test.
Oh, not a foul. Carmelo drawing a foul.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws good from Anthony.
Oh, Melo. No, you can't miss. Oh, well, okay, miss one.
His composure and deliver.
I think he hit both.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Wade penetrating. Beyond the arc. 4 on the shot clock. And
Oh, Rasul, was that Wade?
And this team already
Did Wade hit a perimeter jumper? Hey, man, we got too many closers. Off the Brad Miller pass. Brad Miller pass to the corner. Bosh. Melo won't leave Bosh, which is smart. He's like, yeah, you shoot it, Wade. Wade in the corner. Sets his feet and knocks it down. Hey, man, that's the Dwayne Wade I know as a Miami Heat fan. And the Heat get it done. Dwayne Wade leading the way with 29, 11, and 7. Chris Paul with 22 and 6. Bosh with 15 and 10. Not the best day from Kevin Garnett, and I imagine he fouled out. But this is the Miami Heat team I know. Ginobili fouled out. The Milwaukee Bucks do get eliminated. Wow, okay, we got Miami's the highest seed left. Memphis 3-4 against Sacramento out west. 1-7 against Indiana out east. The Eastern Conference will start it off. Will Miami get it done? They're so young where it's like, I mean, Indiana could upset them. And then if they get to the finals, they could get upset. Losing by 4, game 1. Wade with a great game. Garnett, solid game to follow it up. Paul just didn't have a great game. Steve Francis gets it done in game 1 to steal home court advantage out east. Steve Nash, Joe Johnson, Carlos Boozer, no Yao Ming going up against Memphis, Chris Kaman, Damon Stoudemire. Damon Stoudemire should feast against Steve Nash. $113 left. I'm hopping in the early games, and from here on out, only elimination games. But my bad. This has been a great series.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Henderson. For 3. And it's off. Sacramento with the ball. Joe Johnson on the wing. Henderson defending. Nash outside. To tie it up. Good on the basket.
Watch out now. Nash is on fire.
Okay, Steve Nash tying it up. We're getting buckets. It's going to be a back and forth ball game.
To go their way.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout, Kings. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession.
Okay, let's go. No.
Sacramento making some changes. Coleman's checked in for Walton. And it's Boozer in for Ryder. Here's Coleman, defended by Kaman. Here's Searle. Throws it down. What an assist!
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got.
I'm not going to lie, I was looking away, I was eating a snack. Derek Coleman with the quick pass. Okay. I mean, maybe they have a more versatile passing pass-first offense without having Yao Ming.
The one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off
Okay.
one hand and one foot.
It's stolen by Johnson. And the 3 misses. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
I missed the Simcast window.
Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide that.
Came in at the free throw line to make sure we don't go to another overtime. Hopefully.
It's the first that gives them the lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Not as easy as people think it is to keep your focus when there's so much riding on these free throws. Excellent work in the clutch.
Timeout, Sacramento. What do you think we're going to see here?
I don't know if they should actually look for the 3 here. That's a bit greedy. I'd take a good look, even if it's a 2-point basket. Take the high percentage shot.
Here's Coleman. So a close game sees Memphis.
Oh man, Memphis gets it done. Okay, good for Memphis.
For them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying...
Okay, well, good for Memphis. 50 for Keith Van Horn. Chris came in with 20 and 10. Okay, I'm looking at the first quarter now. I mean, yeah, Joe Johnson did all he could, man. He can only get so many buckets down. All right. Yeah, no more just regular games, only elimination games. Miami down 2-0. Getting to 2-1. Memphis up 3-0. Miami times the series up. Sacramento seems to have it wrapped. Make it 3-1. Miami gets a 3-2 lead. They get the series first elimination game of the series. Memphis looking to eliminate Sacramento. Semi-close. Close. 2 minutes. Close game. Close game. 3-2 lead. Elimination game. Memphis up 1. Let's see how it goes. I was still stacking. I'm not going to lie. I was in the damn game.
Here's Coleman to take the lead. Leaves it in off the window.
They go to Coleman to deliver a strong finish, and they trust him to make the play when he gets it.
I feel like Derek Coleman and Steve Nash played together when Derek Coleman was like early in his career. And it was like a super young Steve Nash. Shout out to them getting back together later in their careers.
Puts one up from 19. That shot no good. The Kings leading. Nash against Carr. Nash outside. Great team that forced that miss. Here's Brenner, defended by Anderson. Nash against Carr. Nash with the block.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Timeout, Kings. And the Kings making a change here. It's a one-point game. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And an intentional foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Okay, yeah, Nash finishes out.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
But Grizzlies call timeout. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here's Van Horn, covered by Johnson.
Ooh, tough miss.
And there's the...
That might be the series. Yep. All right, ball game. Keith Van Horn, great matchup, great try. 30 and 14 from Nash, 20 and 5 from Kenny Anderson, 18 and 18 from Boozer, 15 from Joe Johnson. And the Sacramento Kings, even without Yao Ming now, keep fighting. Elimination game for the Heat in Indiana. Can Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Garnett get it done? They can by a wide margin. Chris Paul, 28 and 7, 24 and 9 from Bosh, 24-19, 9 from Kevin Garnett, 21-14 from Dwayne Wade. And the Miami Heat are in the NBA Finals as the highest seed remaining in the playoffs. Okay, hold on. Oh, my bad. Missed a 1-point game, but Nash does it alongside Joe Johnson, Derek Coleman, Luke Walton, forcing a game 7 out west. Sheesh. Close game, fourth quarter. 3-point. Nah, it's a Memphis Grizzlies game. Damon Stoudemire, Keith Van Horn are going to the finals alongside Chris Kaman to go against his draft classmates and Chris Bosh in the NBA Finals. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kevin Garnett, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh in their second seasons going in the NBA Finals against Keith Van Horn, Chris Kaman, Adrian Griffin in these NBA Finals. Game 1 goes to the Grizzlies, the veteran team. Game 2 to the Heat, the young team. 2 to the Heat. 2-2 series. Pivotal Game 5. The young Miami Heat squad putting belt to ass. 20-point win. Kevin Garnett leading the charge. Keith Van Horn, good game, but Heat 1 game away from ending the NBA Finals. In Memphis. And yes, it is a blowout win, and I am going to see this. This is the first win for my favorite team, the expansion team. I'm going to play as them as well for the last 52 seconds. The Miami Heat. Our GOAT, Dwayne Wade, is here. Kevin Garnett, the trade deadline acquisition, gives up a bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Chris Paul, quick assist to Bosh.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance.
Such a young team, probably the youngest team in the history of this association, this dynasty, winning a title with so many high school players. You may have to change the rule about high school players. Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul out of high school, Kevin Garnett out of high school, much later in his career, but still leading this team of young players. Dwayne Wade with 1 year of college experience. Chris Bosh with 1 year of college experience. Such a young team leading to an NBA title. The first of, I personally hope, many for the Miami Heat.
Oh, and it's over. The Miami Heat are the
They get it done.
NBA champions.
One of the first expansion teams in a while to win a title.
Is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game. You've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our
Oh,
full
Memphis
credit
crying.
to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or
What a beautiful
drive.
moment.
And boy, this is the moment
The Heat
they've
getting
been
it done.
working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
And we've enjoyed bringing
Trust,
you
they'll be in
every
Miami
action
soon
here
enough.
on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
Dwayne Wade getting his first Finals MVP. He got a nice team behind him. Michael Pietrus, J.R. Smith, Sean Livingston didn't really even play this season for the young Miami Heat. That trade they made for Kevin Garnett may be pivotal. 22, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. 63% from the field, 58% from the free throw line, 33% from the three-point line. the monster, the man, the myth, Dwayne Wade. Who's retiring? David Robinson leaves us. I'll bring him back one more year. Same with Mutombo. I want to see those guys stick around. Derek Coleman is in the finals. He can stay one more year. Gary Payton's an 8 overall. He can stay one more year. These are some guys I want to stick around. If you got one more left in the tank, stick around until the wheels fall off. Tim Hardaway makes the Hall of Fame. 21 points per game. 9 assists. 2 steals. No MVPs. 8 All-Star games. 1-time champion. 1-time finals MVP. 3-time first-team All-NBA. 3-time second-team All-NBA. 1-time third-team. Rookie of the Year. Played for a few teams, mostly in Houston in his career. Then he went to New York and then Dallas to end it. But he was to be respected in his career out in Houston. And in general. Tim Hardaway's jersey will be retired by the Houston Rockets. The number 30 will be retired for Billy Owens out in Utah playing 14 years there. Okay, a new mock draft has been initiated. And yeah, like I said, too many high schoolers. New rule in place for the high schoolers. New Pacers logo. Yeah, new high schooler rule. And let's get to this draft lottery. I'm going to mute for a little bit while this goes along. It'd be nice for Philly to jump after trading Chris Webber. They don't. They ain't staying the form so far. Oh, shame for the Bobcats falls on the 4. Pistons, will they get 3? 3 actually will go to the Raptors, having blown up their team to a degree. Allen Iverson and Kevin Garnett gone. Kevin Garnett getting his first title. Minnesota the 2nd pick. And the Detroit Pistons get the number 1 overall pick. Okay, that's the draft lottery. Let's get into the draft. We got a very fun draft ahead of us. The Detroit Pistons with the number 1 pick. They will select Danny Granger, number 1, out of New Mexico. Number 2 to Minnesota's Darren Williams. Raymond Felton, number 3, to the Toronto Raptors. C.J. Miles, number 4, out of high school. The last high schooler to be selected for a long, long time. Francisco Garcia. Andrew Bogut goes number 7 to the 76ers. Charlie Villanueva, 8 to the Nets. Marcin Gortat, 9 to the Warriors. 10, Gerald Green. Lou Will to the Spurs. Johan Petro to Houston. Nate Robinson levels tiny point guard to the Hawks. Backup Jason Kidd. Brandon Bass to the Knicks. Azubuike to the Jazz. Channing Frye, no trades. Channing Frye to the Clippers. Luther Head to the Magic. Jan Mahimi to the Lakers. Hakeem Warwick to the Pacers. Salim Stoudemire to the Sonics. Ronnie Turioff to the Wizards. Monte Ellis to the Grizzlies, the high schooler. Sherrod Ford to the Bucks. Andre Blatch to the Warriors. Jared Jack to the Celtics. Dejon Thompson to the Bulls. Chuck Hayes to the Kings. Von Wafer to the Cavs. Marcelo Huertas to the Suns. Ryan Gomes to the Heat, and that'll wrap the first round. And that'll wrap us watching the draft. Very unelectric, but this was the draft I believe Chris Paul was supposed to be in, and he is not. So it kind of hurts the draft. I think we'll have a better draft next season. But don't you worry your pretty head. We'll also be getting into free agency, with the last few years has been kind of wild. Team option will be declined on Reggie Evans. Wow, that's crazy. I don't think Charlotte should do that. The Heat have a lot of options where they say, yeah, we'll take all of them. The Heat got a lot of money they got to spend, as do the Kings, who didn't even have Yao down the stretch. Dirk declines his player options. Did say he was interested in testing free agency. So Dirk will be the high prize in free agency. Dirk and Mike Bibby. Ricky Davis as well. Larry Hughes as well. Some interesting big options out there. Qualifying offers being sent out as well. The Heat sending them out for Tinsley and Pete Bryant. Joe Johnson getting a qualifying offer. Okay. Good for Sacramento to try to get him under a long-term deal. All right, we looked around the league. Pau Gasol, also probably a top name out there. The top name in free agency. He's looking to return to Chicago though for his $50 million. The Jazz with the Bobcats with a super high offer, giving him 52 though. Dirk, big offers. The Lakers though looking to give him 83. Yeah, wowie. Gilbert out here restricted. Cavs and Rockets. Rockets looking to bring him back. Sim that free agency, baby. And then we look into it. Tyson Chandler to the Nets. I think it's a re-sign for him. I believe. That's a re-sign for Tyson. Yeah, he played in New Jersey last year. He re-signed with them for a big deal. Getting 46 mil. Tinsley to the Heat. I think that's a re-sign for a backup guard. Battier re-signed for 36. Arenas 63. Jermaine O'Neal re-signed for 59. Tim Thomas for 38. Dirk takes his 83. Larry Hughes 35. Pau Gasol 50. Nick Van Assel 30. Tony Parker 70. Jason Richardson, legit 70, 71 really. Joe Johnson, 33. Kenyon Martin, 20. Kirk Heinrich, 10 for 3. Kwame Brown got 5 years, 56. Brevin Knight to the Wizards. I don't think he was there before. Doesn't sound like he was to me. Yeah, he was traded last season from Cleveland to Philly, and now he's going to Washington to play alongside Shaq. Andre Miller to the Celtics. Play point guard for Kobe. Jason Williams to the Bucks. David Robinson decided to go to Phoenix for a year. Contract was over. He said, hey, I want to play alongside Tim Duncan. That's something that happened in real life that I want to happen in this universe as well. Tyrone Nesby, Glenn Rice signed to the Miami Heat for a 1-year deal. They're showing the player progression already, and Dwayne Wade and Kevin Garnett. Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul should not be on the same team. Holy shit. Adrian Griffin to the Bucks. Zach Randolph re-signed with the Bulls. Mike Bibby re-signed with the Bulls. Big deals for both. Al Harrington re-signed. Dikembe re-signed. Hank Gathers re-signed for a 1 year. Alonzo goes to Orlando to play some center alongside Shareef Abdul-Rahif. Okay. This is an interesting league. Felipe Lopez goes to the Bulls, former Miami Heat member. Sean Kemp to the Suns, and he will be starting for them alongside Big Dog and Terrell Brandon. This is a team that's fallen apart. Jamario Moon, a 76er. Richard Jefferson joined Steven Jackson to go to the Bobcats. Okay, young bull. Jim Jackson to the Pacers. Derek Fisher to the Pacers. A lot of guys to Indiana. Gerald Wallace with a solid deal to go to the Clippers. Building them into a solid team with Sebastian Telfair as well and Lou Walton. Okay. Let's look at this player progression. LeBron James already threatening that title. Kobe still probably on paper the best player in the league. Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul, though, definitely in that argument after coming off of a title. Kwame Brown still ascending to be a co-star alongside Steve Nash, Ray Allen. Dirk still getting better after signing for what I imagine to be the richest deal in the NBA at $83 million. Just taking a look, all players. Yeah, Chris Paul is right up there alongside Kobe Bryant. And I mean, Dwayne Wade won Finals MVP over his teammate Chris Paul. So I can only imagine, like, on paper, where you would rank those guys. Ray Allen also up here. The regular season MVP, Allen Iverson. Yao Ming still rising despite being hurt in the last postseason. Shaq slightly falling off as he's entering his mid-30s. KG plateauing, but coming off a series where the young guys finally got him over the hump to get him an NBA title. Chris Webber falling off slightly, playing alongside LeBron in Cleveland. All right, we get the All-Star selection. All-Star game in Chicago. We need an 06 draft class. I got that for you. In 2006, we're looking at Brandon Roy, one of the top players in the class. Adam Morrison up there. Rudy Gay. Kyle Lowry. Rajon Rondo. Shannon Brown off the bench for this team. JJ Barea, probably the best international pick. Thabo Sefolosha also up here. Okay. I like this. We got a very fun 05-06 season ahead of us. Should be a very interesting season. I will see you next video in it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.